Well, time to get the day's top business news, and joining us now is Cole Stangler. And Cole, starting off with a look at the markets, something of a familiar story this Friday. Coronavirus concerns are really weighing on investors, aren't they?
That's right, Laura. Recent news about the potential vaccines has helped to give some optimism about the long-term situation, but we're not there quite yet. You still have a significant caseload right now, and especially in the United States, where it's mounting the world's largest economy. That's precisely what investors are trying to juggle, that long-term hope, the long-term optimism with the more short-term worries. And we saw those short-term anxieties weigh, especially on European investors earlier in the day. The major index is opening around the flat line, but we actually have seen some gains pick up since then. Shares on the FTSE in London and the DAX in Frankfurt, both up now around 0.5%. We're seeing some slightly larger gains on the CAC 40 here in Paris. It's actually up now nearly 0.6%.
And meanwhile, here in France, retailers are meeting with the government later today, aren't they? They're hoping to reach a deal on reopening shops that were closed because of the coronavirus pandemic, while Amazon has agreed to push back that Black Friday mega sale, hasn't it?
Yeah, one of the items on the agenda today is a potential deal on safety measures for when that reopening takes place. But indeed, as you say, groups representing small businesses also pushing for reopening next Friday, November 27th. They say they've suffered a lot already as a result of the lockdowns. They also have a new study they can point to sort of quantify that. This comes from insurance firm Euler Hermes. It says non-essential businesses in France slated to lose some 4.4 billion euros this month alone, November. If a shutdown continues throughout December, the losses will in total reach 10.8 billion euros. And they say if you can avoid a lockdown in December, of course, you'll cut back on some of those losses. And there is some hope, as you mentioned, of potential agreement taking shape that might allow for a reopening of non-essential businesses, non-essential retail shops next week. We already saw yesterday major big box retailers that tend to operate on offer sales on Black Friday, which is next Friday, November 27th. They've agreed to push back that date a week on the condition that other small businesses can open before then. So Amazon, Carrefour, major companies signaling that. The thinking here is, you have this sort of compromise. You can both limit the risk of overcrowding on November 27th, but also allow businesses to take advantage of those Black Friday sales. Now, at the end of the day, we'll have these meetings, but we're ultimately not probably going to have a decision, or at least a decision won't be public until next week. Prime Minister Jean Castex said we'll have information on reopening dates next week. President Macron is slated to give more information on that. We don't know exactly what day he'll be speaking, but we do anticipate more information next week.
Yeah, it's a difficult balancing, that one, isn't it, Cole? Thank you very much indeed. Cole Stangler there with the day's top business news. We're going to take a very short break here on France 24. Don't go away.